I'll give you $300 if you score 3 goals with your right foot this season. Bet?
Yeah, bet.
Is that easy?
Easy. I scored one last year with my right.
3 though?
I could do it. I could do it. I could do it.
3 for 3 bills. That sounds like a heck of a deal, but I hope you don't put me out, bro. All right, Themi, who's the first person that you text once you land in another city for an away game?
My parents, that I landed safely, for sure.
Yeah, is it like a group text? You said?
Yeah, both my mom and dad, we have like a group chat going, so every time I land, and then next is my girlfriend, but my parents have to know first that I'm safe.
You know what, I hope as we clip this, I'm gonna say that she goes first.
Yeah.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
No, you might get me in trouble for that one.
What's a must-have for you on the road? Obviously, everyone would say their phone, but like, what would you say is something that you cannot leave home without? And if you did, you'd probably want to go back or get a new one.
Yeah, phone's a big one. I guess you need your charger. I don't know. I'm a guy that leaves their chargers like everywhere. Like last year I bought like 5 chargers, and I'm like, yo, what? My salary's going to chargers half the time. It's like, Jesus.
What's the deal? Like, you're leaving it in the room, like the hotel?
In the hotel room, or I'm leaving it in like my condo, and then I have to like go buy another one. So like at the airport, and I know the airport like taxes you as well on chargers.
It's crazy. You can't buy nothing there, bro. Air is like $10. Just inhale it. This is what you gotta do. You have to have a home one that never leaves home, and you have to have a travel one. Just leave it in your travel bag. I'm telling you, bro, I used to do the same thing. It's gonna save you. Just leave one at home and never plug it out. Always keep it in the house. That's the way to do it, for sure. Obviously, footy is like our peace and calm. But outside of playing, what brings you peace? What calms your mind?
Like hanging out with family, friends. This is my second year out in Winnipeg, but I've always been a Toronto boy. So last year was hard for me to leave home, but I had to grow up and be myself and be on myself, whether it's cooking my own meals, going to the grocery store. I think that was the biggest thing for me to get out of my comfort zone. So I think this year, just even like going home to play York or Hamilton and Forge, just being with family and friends just brings me like joy and like being myself.
What would you say is the hardest thing that you learned from your year away? Like I remember going to uni and like just even doing laundry for yourself. It's just little things you don't think about. But what would you say, if you don't mind sharing, was like your biggest adjustment?
To be honest, cooking for me, like, it was tough. So like luckily, we have a good support staff here at Valour, where we get breakfast and lunch taken care of, and I have a Tupperware that I bring. So I just pack food for dinner, and I just eat the same thing twice. But yeah, I think that would be the hardest thing. Like a guy like me, like I love a home cooked meal. So I'd say cooking.
What would you say your favorite meal is? Because like you're Greek.
For sure, a gyro. You can't go wrong with a gyro. I think yeah, like fully loaded. Yeah, tzatziki, tomatoes, onions, and then the chicken, obviously.
Nah, you can't go wrong with that. Tell me something or use words to describe what your best friend would say about you. Like, what adjectives do you think they would say to describe Themi?
Competitive, funny, and I would say like loving.
Yeah, you're a little Care Bear, bro. I see you play, I'm like, you have a sweet left foot. I'm like, you just seem like such a lovable guy, bro. Like I used to talk so much smack to players, but then as soon as the whistle blew, like I was friends with everyone. I didn't think I could talk smack to you. Like I just don't. You just seem like such a nice guy. Unless you're one of those guys that are talking and I just don't.
Yeah, no. I'm calm.
Yeah, I'm like, if you told me that, I'd be so shocked, because that doesn't fit your personality at all. What advice would you give 8-year-old Themi? Like, now that you're a pro, sky's the limit for where you're gonna play and what you want to do, and obviously you've been such a huge part of the CPL so far in the first season. But what would you say to your 8-year-old self about all the knowledge that you know now?
I'd say just like be yourself. Like you know, stick to what you're good at. Don't try to get, you know, out of your your comfort zone in a way, like, you know, when you're playing the game, don't make it too complicated. It's almost easy. Like, it's, for me, playing the way I play is like, it's simple, but, you know, playing simple is hard sometimes for some people. So I would say just like playing the way you play, playing, you know, your game is the most important, and doing what you're good at.
I'm a huge candy guy. So even when I played, it was like a bag before the game, after, like it's wild. It's a crazy addiction. I've been trying to get a sponsorship, like a paid collab with like some type of company, like Maynard's, give me Cherry Blasters, Sour Patch Kids, Fuzzy Peaches, whatever it might be. So I'm asking players, if you could get a paid collab, if you could partner with any company, who would that be?
With, like, you're talking about candies and
Any global company, like anything that like would represent you, something that you would have all the time. Who would that company be?
I think Chipotle.
Look at that.
Chipotle is like, you know, day before a game, you eat Chipotle. It's, you know, good on carbs, good. You have the protein, you add on the extra protein. I think if Chipotle hit me up, I'm there right away.
Chipotle sponsorship, you love that. What's the order from Chipotle?
The chicken bowl, and I put on the extra protein, of course. I had cheese, lettuce, guac, sometimes corn if I'm feeling it, or like that salsa, the red salsa, and then, you know, the rice.
Themi is the guy. I love that. All right, Chipotle. Holla at your boy. Make sure you get to Themi Antonoglou. Roommates, who'd you room with last year? And what was that vibe like?
So half the year I roomed with Jordan Haynes, and then the second half of the year I roomed with Sean Hundle.
Was the room like, because I'm big on this, man. You can't just like room with anyone. Because some people, like for me, I like my room not hot, but like the AC wasn't bumping. But some people need their room frigid and cold. Like, what's the vibe with Themi? Like, what are you after? Like, how was the room with Sean, and how was?
Well, Jordan Haynes is, we were, you know, quiet. You know, he has a wife, so like he was mostly talking to his wife and stuff. So I was like, you know, I don't want to bother this guy or like be annoying with him. So like I was just out of the room most of the time, you know, on a walk or, you know, grabbing some coffee. With Sean though, it was total opposite. Like I knew Sean since, you know, I was a little kid in the TFC Academy. So, you know, the vibes were a bit different. You know, the room was chill, like nothing crazy. I think, yeah, your roommate is very important. This year I'm with Jordan Faria, so like another guy that I know very well. So like, it's very chill, yeah.
I love that. Is that him? I'm getting ahead of myself. I said not too many footy questions, but in preseason, has he been on your side?
Yeah, Jordan Faria has been on the left side, yeah.
And he did that last year too?
Beginning he did that, and then he went on the right, and then Diogo was on the left. Yeah, so now we have that connection on the left, which is nice. Yeah, we know each other's game very well, so like it's easy to play with them.
A lot of that position too, like left back, left winger, is like telepathic. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy when you think about it. There's certain like chemistries you even think about the global game that just work, and maybe there might be another flashier winger, but like he doesn't partner, or she doesn't partner as well with the left back. So it's just funny when you get these type of connections where you get like you and him, and I'm thinking about that. That could absolutely be dynamite going into the season.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
You have any game rituals? Like anything you need to do pre-game or you do right before you go out?
Nothing really. What do they? Small little things like, you know, I'm tying my left boot before my right boot. Small things like that, but like nothing crazy. Like I don't have to do, like if I don't do a certain thing, like it's not gonna throw me off my game.
What I'm getting from this interview is you're just a chill guy, bro, a lovable guy.
You know, let my game do the talking and nothing else really.
That. Keep in mind, okay, so my last question is, who's like your dog on the team? Who's the guy, like bromance, that is your, if you had one person to save?
I can't choose one just because we're all from the city. So I'd have to say the Toronto guys. Like I can't be choosing one, you know, because then, you know, when I get back to the change room, it's not gonna go well.
Man said, yo, you can't put your 10 toes down and say who's your dog. Everyone's your dog?
Everybody from Toronto.
Yo, you're a team guy, and I rate that. And that's the vibe that Valour needs going into the season. I'm gonna one-up you though, Themi, just because you're so likable. If you can't score 3 goals with your right, I will still keep that same bet of 3 bills if you add a header in there. Clean head though, not head, shoulder.
I was gonna say, what if it goes off my shoulder, my knee?
No, but if it's a header and it hits your shoulder and goes in, cool. But none of that, like, there's always like 1 goal a year where like it hits your head, hits your shoulder, hits someone's knee, goes top corner. Like, nah.
All right, I'm telling Phil, I'm not taking set pieces no more, and I'm in the box for everything because I have money on the line. So that's what I'm gonna tell him right now.
Tell Phil. Phil is my dog. If I talk about coaches in the league, Phil is my dog. Like, I should have done an extra season at Valour, truthfully. But tell Phil, bro, there's money on the line. Send me in the box. Tell me, love, bro. Enjoy your season. Stay healthy. And best of luck.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.